All right, I guess I'm live. Hoping anyway. And I have barely any materials right now. I will get some. But I'm doing the best I can with what I got. And I have some light scribbles, but I'm gonna start filling this in a little bit. This is just kind of it's not the finished project, but it's like the it's the second to finished project. Basically, it's my rough sketches being put into a little bit cleaner uh yeah, a little bit cleaner sketches, but as you can see, it's kind of small. I'm going to enlarge everything. I guess I could, if I get it clean enough here, I can just enlarge it, but so let me see. Yeah, I guess if I get it good enough here, I can just enlarge it. So I might have to add a little bit more detail, but I don't know, whatever. I'm just getting everything kind of finalized, making all my final decisions. I got this double machine gun turret that I'm drawing. Just kind of getting warmed up here too, so all right. Just gotta be careful. Just almost went out of perspective there because it's hard. It is really hard to do this. And let me bring it closer to myself. I know how artists feel that do this live because it's like you got to stay out of the way of the camera, and then you can't. Then you're in like a weird angle, so your perspective, if you're not careful, your perspective can start getting weird on you. But yeah, this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. It's got to be close though. Anybody has anything to say? Hey, what's up, Humphrey Bear? It's good to see you. I know it's late, but you know us artists, we do our best work. A lot of us, we do our best work late at night, which makes it hard to, do a comic book and work a regular 9 to 5 job. Start doing some of this water. I kind of have just a very, loose scribbles, and I'm just tightening them up. I'm not gonna like stick exactly to them, but I almost need a magnifying glass. I can't even see anymore for some of this small detail. That's why I have to. That's what I'm saying. This isn't the final. I really have to enlarge it because I'm gonna get some nice big 11 by 14 or whatever Strathmore. He's got ear protection on and sunglass and eye, glasses for eye protection. This guy. There's the guy man in the machine gun turret. And then there's a railing. This is like the top of the yacht. This guy's on a yacht, and they had a machine gun ready, probably covered up or whatever. I don't really explain it. It just comes in and there's like a firefight going on between where is it? This guy in the flying armor right here. This dude in the flying armor. He's got a shield and stuff. It's pretty tight. He's got a gun and a shield. This guy right here. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Isn't that bad? Imagine getting in a battle with that thing. It's like, oh boy. Flying around, at Mach whatever. I don't know how fast it goes, whatever. I'm not that geeky. But anyway, you get the point. So yeah. So it opens up with a firefight between this guy and this machine gunner on top of a drug deal, a drug smuggling yacht. And right now I'm working on the aquatic guy comes up out of the water behind this guy. Drawn, sketching live. I could do, I'm telling you right now, I could do a page a day easy, maybe even more than a page a day. It's like I just don't have the time. Anybody that wants to back me, trust me, I would repay thee with artwork. If any of you guys want to back a new artist, I would repay thee with artwork. Very happily. I would very happily oblige thee with artwork. I've been watching all the auctioning going off of art, man. It's just like great. All these artists are getting support, and that's fantastic. You should support your favorite artists. So he's coming up out of the water behind the sky. Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing the live stream. What's up, Nighthawk Warrior? I am drawing my comic book, Death Angel Squad, which I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. I got this aquatic guy coming up out of the water behind the sky with the machine guns here. You can see I got the rough layout of the page, just kind of some scribbles. You know what I mean? And I'm filling them in, showing people basically how I work. And this won't be the final. Like, I'm gonna enlarge this. It's just like a thumb. It's like a very close thumbnail, and then I'm gonna enlarge these even bigger this weekend, and I'm gonna do a little more detail, and then I'm gonna have somebody ink them. If I can't find an inker, I promise you I'll ink all this myself. It's just, man, do you gotta do everything yourself, man? Seriously? I want another little splash thing right there. There we go. Oh. If anybody has any questions, Death Angel Squad is a force of basically special ops killers, man. That it's a last resort kind of. It's I mean, I don't want to give too much of the storyline away, but basically they don't mess around. They kill bad guys. Like, if you're an enemy of the Republic and this takes place in a little bit in the future, not too far. I mean, I do flashbacks to like the times we live in now, but generally, yeah, these guys like hunt very bad people, and they fund themselves a lot by like in this episode or in this issue, they take a whole bunch of drug money and they destroy the drugs, and you know what I mean, and they sink the yacht basically. I need to turn this. Always turn your work if you have to. Yeah, I probably would have been way off. Drawing the ammo crate. Basically, there's ammo crates on both sides here. One here and one here, basically feeding the machine gun. 50 cal machine guns, which even with the armor, even with their armor, these guys don't want to take a direct hit from a 50 cal. You know what I'm saying? So they're like creating a diversion while this guy comes up behind, firing his automatic pistols. Isn't it pretty tight? You tried some digital inking? Oh yeah, man. You know, as long as you know, kind of stick to. I mean, as long as you stick to the. I mean, you're not going to be, you know, you're not going to be like creating. You're inking, and there's nothing wrong with that because, like I said, I need an inker. I want this to be like way out here. I think. Yeah. And what I'm trying to say is, as long as you stick to the pencilers, you know, be safe and stick to what the penciler puts down, and he pencils tight enough for you. You know, you should be able. You know, that's basically just the way to go. It's not too hard. You gotta have, you know, you don't want, you gotta keep your confidence and have smooth lines, I guess, and everything like that. But, you know, basically, you know, don't think about it too much. Just think about it like you're coloring in a coloring book, basically. Don't psych yourself out too much. I haven't even designed this guy's. I don't even know what this guy's pistols are going to look like yet. I'm just doing some of this. I'm doing like as I go along here. So here's the guy in the scuba gear. Here's the guy in the scuba gear. Here, what I can do actually is I can do this. Here's the guy in the scuba gear coming up behind the dude. There we go. With the machine gun. There's a dude getting his fingers shot at. Well, he gets shot in the head first. It's just kind of scribbled out. I'm going to put in the detail as I go here. So you can see I've shaped it all out, though. I've shaped out the muscles like bubbles, like big bubbles. You know what I mean? I got the rib cage in there and everything, the abdominal area. That's all you want to do. And then once you pick your light source, you know what I mean, which I've pretty much already determined the light source in this scene, so I have to keep it consistent. And I believe it's coming from behind and up to it's coming from this way, like this, and from behind, and from, you probably can't even see that arrow. I don't know. Yeah, you can. It's coming from behind and to their left, basically, a little bit. And the shot, as far as I can remember from the establishing shot, and the establishing shot, I can show you the very, very, very first sketch I did, which, you know, I was still even designing the armor at that time. It's kind of, doing comic books is a lot of fun, man. I'll tell you right now. See if I can find. Basically, this is the establishing shot, but the background isn't in there yet, and he's above the water because they're out in the ocean. Obviously, where did I put the original of that? I don't really need it now, so I've kind of. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here's the original establishing shot right there, and see the boat down there. I didn't even know what I wanted the guns to look like yet. I didn't know what I wanted the armor to look like yet. And I even started messing around with the ballpoint just to demonstrate something to my nephew who's gonna try his hand at inking. But yeah, I basically had this right here, and him and him, or him and him, are basically staying the same. This guy, right here, you can see I changed, but I think he looks way. I mean, tell me what you think. I think this looks way better right here. See that? I think that looks way better than that. You know what I mean? I like this armor. I like this armor way more. So that's the establishing scene, which I pretty much have I pretty much already know how that's going to go, so I'm working on the next 3 pages right now. Anyway, so I think I need another bottom line for this railing. So what's everybody up to? Everybody having fun today? Or tonight? For me, it's tonight. So let me soften that up a little bit. Popping right out. There's a little shadowing on the railing right there. Might as well draw these panels in too while I'm at it. Oops. I'm coming out of the panel with the barrel of this 50 cal right here. I'll tell you, man, did I just miss my line? I missed it. Do that again. So how are you guys having fun this evening? Oh man, I'll tell you. Let me actually, I can't tell where the edge of the paper is here. I gotta line the paper all up. I'm using the paper as a backboard on this cardboard, basically, or as backings, because the cardboard, of course, it has like we go. It took me forever just to do that one line properly. The original one got erased too much. I couldn't even see where it was. All right. Sorry, I gotta turn this stuff all around here so I can get it the right angle. There we go. Just outlining that panel right there. So there's a railing right there. All right. Yeah, they're still auctioning art, huh? Gary Shipman was on there too. I like Gary Shipman. He's great. That guy, man, he's so talented. Guy is talented. Be great to have Gary Shipman watching over your shoulder, right? While you were doing your comic book. He'd be like, no, don't do that. Do it this way. This is the way. Gary Shipman. Titan Mouse of Might. Just drawing these panels in. I can see them. You guys probably can't see them too well. I'm using mechanical pencils. That's all I have. All I have are mechanical pencils right now. Man, just went off the edge of the pad here. All right. Sorry, I'm getting off the camera here. I'm not paying attention. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. And the camera. There we go. So there's that. I just dumped some stuff on the floor. All right. So let's see if I can get this. Lamp a little closer here. Light things up a little more. So, all right. So there we go. Okay. So now I gotta. Gotta erase this water now because gotta draw this guy in here, man in the machine gun. He's kind of just peeking out from behind the ammo crate here. That's pretty much all I need to draw, I think, for him, and maybe his knuckle would be sticking up right about there. Give him a t-shirt. And erase. I'm drawing right through the ammo crate here. Just so I can make sure that, you know, everything's all lined up properly. There. So you can see I'm flushing that guy out little by little. All right, now he's down here. Then you got him down here. Start flushing in this. Once you start getting in the groove too, like, you know, getting in the zone goes a little bit easier. Like I'm starting to forget about the fact that I'm on camera now. So I'm getting this guy. Getting them penciled in here now. This is where he's realizing, oh, there's something behind me. You know what? Um, I want to get a tablet and all that, but right now all traditional. Well, except I'm probably gonna use pens or pens too. Not just I think I'll go in and break things up with the brush a little. You know what I mean? Because you can't really beat brush the brush, man. But yeah, if I had, I know how to use. I'm pretty computer savvy. I just am very low budget, and I don't. If I get a tablet, I want it to be a good one. You know what I mean? I don't want to get some cheesy. Putting in the putting in all the details on that. Have some like water splashing. Here, how do I do that? Bring it in from here, I suppose. So yeah, there you go. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking and drawing at the same time here, people. Yeah, kind of making this guy up too as I go along here. He's not like a main. He's not like he's dying pretty much in the opening scene here, so he's not like real important. It's a little blurry, but man, there. So getting it done. All right, so that's absolutely off. Let me fix that. So let me see, this is it's got to be a little even bigger. This is why I'm doing this. Got to make all the final decisions. So here, let me so this has got to be out here. Just echo that line. It's about right. I had that right about right. Now I'm like stacking cylinders basically. Gotta make that a little bigger. This is where the barrel screws on, because you know those barrels get hot. You got to be able to replace the barrel quickly in the middle of a gunfight, right? There we go. Oh, excuse me. What time is it anyway? Wow, 3:30, almost 3:30 in the morning. Cool. I almost want to have his glasses coming off, like that. and just have like part of the other part of his other ear protector showing right here. Where is it? Like that. Maybe it like shattering to pieces actually. Blood coming out. Oh, I'm such a bright and sunshiny young man, I know. There we go. Oh, just right through the head. Look at that. I think I got his face is a little bit too long. I can shorten that up a little bit here. Just making kind of an oval shape. Put teeth at the top and a little and his tongue right in the middle, like that. Yeah, I'm such a cheerful guy, I know. And this guy's pretty buff, you know, because he works, you know, with a cartel, so he's down, you know, down for action. He just got a little bit too much action this time. Oh man, it happens. And then right here, the gun turret. Here's the shield that he's hiding behind. Oops. Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to do a lot of the. I'm gonna have to do a lot of this by myself, dude. It really sucks. I got, you know what I mean? I'm not, I gotta be like a one man production. I mean, trust me, I have fun doing it, but you know, it takes a lot of time. And it's just, whereas if, you know, I've had trouble finding people that are competent. Pretty much, uh, I'm so good at what I do for the level that I'm at. I have trouble finding people around me that are competent enough to work with me because usually anybody as good as me or better is already a pro. I haven't had time to go to conventions. I haven't had time to build a portfolio. I have to survive, and I'm constant, and then what little time I do have, it's like, man, do I really want to be drawing? You know, I got to have some kind of a life, you know. It's crazy. You know, I'm trying. I got a YouTube channel. I'm trying to get myself out there and attract. I feel like the pros are they all help each other mostly, or I don't know, the people that they pick to help, like, it's I mean, I'm not trying to put anybody down, it's like, the people that I see them help, and promote, almost think it's nepotism or it's like, you know what I mean? It's like because, like, I see people that, I don't know, man. You got uh, I hate getting into it because people think I'm just trying to give my honest opinion about something that I notice, and I guess people think I'm being conspiratorial or something, but I don't know. They pick some odd people, the pros, the ones that they do promote. They pick some people that I don't think are that talented a lot of times, but somehow they're getting promoted. It's weird. Here I am throwing in the detail. This dude's getting his brains blown out. And then as he falls, oh, he's getting his fingers shot off too. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. What I want to do is have I'm going to show the bullet traveling, or the path of the bullet here. There we go. I've I don't know, like I've watched some professionals. They're I was this one guy, I'm not going to mention his name. He was saying he was going to do Skype classes and help people with their, with, cuz I'm like, well, I'm just going to maybe I'll just try to get some of these pros on line to get me up to speed. You know what I mean? So that I can work with the pros if what it is they think I'm not good enough, and then this one dude just never followed up on the Skype classes. And I was like, well, whatever. Never talked about it again. I don't want to bother people. So I'm just doing my own thing right now. So they're kind of like sequential, or some here. Let me do it this way. So there he is coming up behind the guy. There's the guy realizing something's behind him. There he is getting his there he is getting shot through the head. His glasses coming off, and then as he falls, you see his fingers getting shot off. Crazy stuff. All right. It's hard on YouTube. I have another channel with over 1,000 subs, and how that happened is I went into this a bigger channel's I went into a guy who had a bigger channel than I did. I went into his live stream, and I started talking, making really crucial points during the live stream on the topic he was talking about, and then it was kind of like mutiny. Everybody was like, "Bring, so and so on, bring so," which was my screen name for my other channel. Uh, and it was like the content creator had no choice but to bring me on the show. And that really, and being on that one popular show, like, just all of a sudden it was like I had tons of subs, you know what I mean? Before I knew it, I was up over 100, then a couple hundred. I'm trying to build this channel, but the first channel I built was a channel on helping young men navigate the the corrupt landscape out there. Actually, I want that to be. Yeah, I'm totally in the zone now. You know what I mean? Which is more important, believe it or not, than me being a successful artist, is warning a lot of these young men about all these pitfalls out there that they're not warned about. They're told, a lot of American young males you're told you're privileged and that everything goes your way, and to help everybody else, until something happens where you find out that you're not privileged, and you're pretty much guilty in this country even when proven innocent. So I wanted to definitely warn young men about that. I'm trying to put his thumb in here. So, I think I got this. There we go. This is the guy in the flying armor whizzing by. Yeah, I think the point to that story was, by the way, that YouTubers don't help each other too much, and you gotta, I can respect doing it on your own, but too as well. But I don't know, man. A rising tide. I was taught that a rising tide raises all ships, and that if I don't know. That's the kind of diversity you want, is helping other new artists bring new things to the table. Like I'm trying to bring something new to the table right now that's never been done before. So there, he's got like a little mini gun, or I don't know, like a minigun right here. Where is it? Oh, right here. This is the gun for now. I think it's pretty cool looking, futuristic looking. Oops, can't get it on the damn. There we go, on the damn camera. There we go. It's got like just all crazy, funky looking, like. Is it right? It's close. It's close. I don't want to finalize that yet. The handle's here. It's very close. Let me see. So I think more like. That. That's a little too tall. Right there, that square, this rectangle thing has to be slimmed down, and then. Oh yeah, and then there's this like big tank, like fuel tank, or like yeah, it's like a tank. kind of scribbling the gun in his gun in his hand here. There you go. You can see him. So I'm shaping this page out better. I mean, the original was really sketchy. And I'm going to enlarge it and do, you know, do even a little bit more detail. This is just kind of like shaping everything out, placing it all where I want it to be exact, you know, in the panel, all the panels, the way I want them to be. That's funny you would mention that, Humphrey Bear, because the main character, which is this guy right here, this guy is a Christian, and he's like founding father George Washington type of Christian. You understand? Don't tread on me type of Christian, and that's why he's doing this. And it gets into that in the storyline. So as you can see, bang, look at that. I fleshed out that comic page in no time. You can see the action on there. What do you think, peeps? This is an hour long, so I'm going to cut it here. And then I'm going to do this page over here tomorrow. All right? I'll come on tomorrow sometime a little before, probably before noon, around maybe 10 or 11 in the morning, and I'll work on this page 3 right here. And then I'll might seem a little weird, but I'm sick of work. I'm sick of working on this page. That's why I'm doing these now. But then I'll go back and do page 1, or I'll finish the background on this. Then I will enlarge them and have whoever it is I'm having, which is my nephew, ink them if he can do it. And if he can't, then I will ink them. And some of it I'll probably do off camera, and some of it I'll do live. You know, whatever. I don't always work on camera, but anyway, yeah, I'm just putting some time in, showing people basically that you know, I can actually draw. I'm not like pretending. I mean, you know, I'm not saying I'm you know, Greg Capullo or anything yet, but I'm getting there. So anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, Humphrey Bear. You have a good night, and Nighthawk Warrior, you have a good night. And anybody else that tuned in, thanks for watching. And anyone who sees this video, you know, like, sub, and share, hopefully. Thanks for watching. This is the Action Artist.